Ever wondered how your favorite granola is made? Let's kick off our journey with a little history, shall we? You see, granola, this delightful mix of oats, nuts and honey, has evolved from a humble hippie health snack to a beloved breakfast champion. Its popularity is hardly surprising, given its health benefits and versatility. It's both a quick breakfast fix and a gourmet treat. And who'd have thought, eh? From flour power to power breakfast. And from STBL Media, straight to you. Now let's dive into the fascinating world of granola production in today's episode of Factory versus Homemade. If you enjoy our content, remember to subscribe and like our videos so others may be able to see them and enjoy them as well. Of course, stay tuned to the end of our episode where, as always, an easy-to-make and delicious homemade recipe awaits. Granola factories, where breakfast dreams become a reality, or do they? Picture this, a symphony of colossal machines churning and whirring, tirelessly working to create your beloved granola. It's a sight to behold, really, if you're into the mechanical ballet of conveyor belts and shiny stainless steel contraptions. Now, let's talk ingredients. Factories have a knack for combining oats, nuts and dried fruits in a way that's delightfully predictable. But where's the fun in that? It's like going to a magic show and knowing every trick. Then there's the sugar. Oh, the sugar. It's as if each granola flake is a contestant in a beauty pageant, and sugar is the glittery gown that makes them shine. Let's just say if sugar were a spice, factory-made granola would be the spiciest dish on the menu. Now, don't get me wrong, factories are great. They're like the efficient, always-on-time friend who never forgets your birthday, but they're also that friend who tells the same joke at every party. Sure, it's funny the first time, but after the third or fourth time, you start to wish they'd come up with a new material. In the end, what we have is an assembly line creation that's reliable, consistent, and often sweeter than a syrup-drenched pancake stack. So that's the factory-made granola. Efficient, consistent, and possibly sweeter than your last date. But what about those of us who prefer a bit more love in our morning bowl? Enter the Artisanal Alternative, homemade granola. It's like comparing a handwritten letter to an email. Sure, the email gets the job done, but there's something special about a letter that's been penned with care, right? Making granola at home is a similar affair. It's a process that's as simple as it is rewarding. Start with some good old-fashioned oats, a drizzle of honey or maple syrup, a splash of oil and a pinch of salt. Mix it all together and spread it out on a baking sheet. Now here's where the magic happens, the oven, a warm, toasty haven that transforms these humble ingredients into crispy, golden clusters of deliciousness. The factory equivalent, picture a giant, impersonal machine spewing out thousands of identical granola clusters. It's a bit like a clone army, but less Star Wars and more breakfast buffet. But the real charm of homemade granola is the flexibility. Want to add some almonds or pecans for a bit of crunch? Go for it. Fancy a hint of cinnamon or vanilla? Be my guest. You're the artist and the granola is your canvas. So yes, it might take a bit more effort than simply tearing open a store-bought bag, but the result? A bowl of granola that's been crafted with care, packed with your favorite flavors and baked to perfection. Homemade granola, a labor of love and possibly the most delicious way to start your morning. So, which is the winner in our great granola showdown? Drum roll, please. Let's revisit our contenders. In the left corner, we have factory-produced granola, the speedy sprinter of the cereal world. Pros, it's convenient, always there when you need a quick crunch. Cons, it's often packed with sneaky sugars and other unpronounceable ingredients that sound more like a chemistry experiment than breakfast. On the right, we have homemade granola, the marathon runner, slow and steady. Pros, it's customizable to your heart's desire. Want extra nuts? Throw them in. Fancy some dried fruit? Go for it. And you can control the sugar, making it as sweet or as saintly as you like. Cons, it does require a bit more time and effort. But really, in this granola showdown, everyone's a winner. It's a matter of taste, lifestyle, and whether you fancy donning an apron. Whether you're a factory fan or a homemade hero, one thing's for sure. Granola is here to stay. And for those of you inspired to try making your own granola, here's a quick and easy recipe. Picture this. Oats and honey, two star-crossed lovers embark on a wild adventure. They meet exotic companions such as almonds, raisins, and a dash of cinnamon. A heated encounter in the oven at 350 degrees unites them forever. And voila, the birth of a delicious, crunchy granola. And there you have it, a love story in a breakfast bowl. Until next time, keep crunching